I gotta be over here more on the bright side, or I'm dark. I don't have the energy to be like this the whole time. Just a shade from the tree.
Yeah.
Probably a little bit. It'll be normal. But
good morning.
Good morning. We don't have Work Life Coffee with us in the moment, but if you guys want any, down in the description you can check it out. WorkLifeCoffee.com. And if you buy 4 bags, you get the 4th one free if you buy the 4-packer of Night Shift using the code CROCKERS. CROCKERS. I feel like such an official show. It's like every podcast and
we
stuff.
got it down now. You know?
Yeah, you don't get 4 bags. You don't get 3 bags for the price of 4.
Yeah.
You don't
get 3 bags and then you get a 4th free.
Technically, if you buy the 4-packer.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Got distracted.
I did. Dang it, I really can't remember in the moment.
I don't know.
Talk and I'll remember.
You didn't tell me nothing.
No.
You just said...
Dang it, Bobby.
You just said, I got this.
I forgot.
And that's why you gotta let me in on it.
Oh my God.
If you let me in on it, I can help you.
All right, you're talking. I can't think. I don't really know.
Well.
It'll come to me in a little bit, but it is still a little warm, but it's up quite all right. You guys...
Sweating.
Oh, I know. This isn't the full thing we're going to talk about, but we're having some problems with our animals, and you guys will see
Classic.
on the Crocker Life having problems, and
They might have already saw it.
no, I doubt it.
Oh.
I doubt it. I think they're gonna see it.
Oh.
Yeah, they're gonna see it. But it comes with the territory. I don't care who you are, something will always have the animals. One of my favorite things to do is laugh at other people that have problems like this, and it's on our local neighborhood watch Facebook group, and it's always black cow out on intersection of, and it's mainly cows. It's not really other animals out and about, and our cows are fine. They're not
Knock
getting out.
on wood.
Yeah.
They have been good.
Yeah. Okay, Dr. Seuss. Knock on wood that they've been good. If they've been bad, we're gonna
be real sad.
But not be real sad, because we're gonna eat them. They're gonna be delicious. We're gonna
meet them.
Meet them up in the barbecue pit. But yeah, we've been having some issues with that, and
not with them.
With the animals.
Yeah.
With that.
Yeah, but not with the cows.
No, with animals.
Yeah.
And I was a little frustrated with it. I'm just kind of at the point where I'm just ready to put them all in the freezer. All of them. Every last one of them. Never have an animal again. But I do know the purpose. I do know why we're doing this, and I do know the outcome. And it's like anything else. You just gotta get through the bad parts of it to get to the good parts. And
guarantee anybody that's had the farm animals or anything like that to go through this where they're like, why?
Oh, even people that just have dogs and they chew up your couch, or the cat shreds up your stuff, or they pee or poop everywhere. Every single person is like, I'm gonna get rid of you. Everybody does. But again, you gotta practice what you preach, and the whole thing that we talk about all the time is try to be positive, try to not let stuff get you down, beat you down, all that type of stuff. And I got pretty frustrated, and I was just like, nope, not worrying about it. If it becomes a problem, then it won't be a problem no more, because I'm gonna eat them. And it's just the way it is. It's like, I'm not going to let something stress me out, when at the end of the day, they're all livestock, and they're all meant to be eaten. So at some point or another, they are all meant to be eaten. And if they mess up, they're gonna go meet the Lord a little early. And it just is what it is. But the whole thing is, try to stay positive, try to stay level-headed, try to not get negative, try to be positive, and you guys will see also on the Crocker video that we talk about some stuff, and I don't think at the end of the day there's really anything here that could ever, and I mean probably ever, not be laughable to us. We're at the point where we have gone through so much and so much stuff that when something happens, we may be upset like right at the beginning, and then we just laugh about it, and we're just like, whatever. There's nothing that could surprise us at this point. Mm-hmm. We've dealt with every thing that could be thrown at you, and at this point, you either just learn to laugh at it, live and laugh at it, or you're gonna let it destroy you. And I really do feel like when things happen, it really does put you in a spot to like think a different way of things, think in a different tone, or think of a different option or whatever. And you guys will see on the Crocker video and stuff, as much as people would like to say we don't have it figured out, we have it figured out. And as much as like people would like to judge us on things that have happened in the past, or things that were said about us, or things that, you know, whatever the case may be, I personally feel like we're right where it needs to be and right in line with what we're going for. And again, I know I said this off the Crockers yesterday, but like, I'm actually excited for the build, and it's very rare that I get excited to build. I am over building. I wish I could take like a year off of building. We just can't. We're not in that position. Mm-hmm. And I'm actually excited. And I feel like we're making the right decisions. I feel like we're on the right track. And I don't know. I think sometimes it just takes time to think about it and to think of different options. Sometimes something bad has to happen to make you even think of a different option. And yeah,
because you think everything's good until something happens. It's like, okay, well, that doesn't work.
So whenever these things happen over and over, you really start to learn what works, what doesn't work. I'm glad this happened, because we would have been stuck with this issue. I'm glad we changed, you know, whatever. I wish we were already moving into a house, but we're not. But I am glad that we are making the changes that we're doing, even though people are like, well, I thought you were going to build it on the deck. That's how I wanted to see it. Mm-hmm. When those same people at the very beginning were like, I think you should do a slab and get rid of the deck.
Yeah, it's kind of, I don't know, if you look at the whole journey here in a whole at Someday Ranch, had, you know, the Junos were watching Lambo for us. Mm-hmm. And we were on this back and forth between needing to do the deck to put the grain bin on. So we hurried in and did that, and then had to hurry and get the animal set up to get him back. It's like, if we would have, from the get-go, got rid of the animal so we can focus on building us the house, it would have been the grain bin on the deck.
Which still could be fine, and there's nothing wrong with it.
But, again, my point being, as the journey goes and it shows us this way's better, actually this way's going to be better, actually this way's better, it does force you into, I don't know, it's just improvements after improvements.
Yeah.
That would have never been made if we haven't gone on this path.
Yeah. And what's kind of funny too is people, they want to just say stuff to try to like stir it up or make us mad or talk trash, and they're like, told you from the get-go the deck would never work. There's nothing wrong with the deck.
Yeah,
the deck's fine.
Yeah, it would have worked. It's just this other way
is better.
We could
do a lot more.
Is add on.
Yeah.
That's like the big thing.
Because originally this was just going to be our guest house eventually, and we were going to build a big barnuminium. Mm-hmm. And we just started, and we're like, well, we don't need a massive barnuminium. We just need something small. Mm-hmm. And so
and we're like, well, if we can't have a baby, then the grain bin works out perfect, but we're going to try. Mm-hmm. And if we can, we're going to add on.
Yeah.
So this is the path we're taking here.
Yeah.
In the end, it's right where we need to be.
Yeah.
The best for our situation.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter at the end of the day if someone says we're doing it wrong or we're doing it bad or whatever. I just want this to be known through our journey is how many people are talking trash, how many people are saying it can't be done, how many people are saying we won't finish, how many people whatever. If there's anything that fuels me the most is when someone says, you can't do that. And you are even bigger when it comes to that. If someone tells Danielle you can't do it, guess what she's going to do? She's going to do it twice. And that's just the type of people we are. It's more of it's not fuel to the fire, it's fuel to our engines. And we've talked about that analogy before. I saw your brain racking over there. We've talked about that analogy before, and I really think, I really do, I know that when we start doing this, so many people are going to freak out. And when we're finished with it, so many people are going to say, that's what I wanted you to do the whole time, when they didn't say that. Mm-hmm. And that's perfectly fine. My whole life I've dealt with that. It doesn't really bother me at this point. It's all laughable. I have learned over and over and over, I don't care what anybody says. I'm going after what makes me happy, and whenever I do something that makes me happy, it means I'm going to work harder, I'm going to do it longer, I'm going to try my hardest, I'm going to put everything I have into it because it makes me happy, and it's not a chore, it's something that I want to do, and it always works out. Whether someone else thinks it works out or not, in my eyes, it always works out, and sometimes there's things that are stepping stones, and sometimes there are things that are forever, and we've done a lot of stepping stones. I've done a lot of stepping stones in my own life of getting where I want to be. My whole thing was I was working dead-end jobs, and I didn't know what I wanted to do back then. And then I did stepping stones where I just wanted to be my own boss and live my own life and live as freely as possible and doing what I love. And I've been doing it for years, and it's awesome. And to be able to have a job that I get to do video work, which I love doing. I get to be creative, which is what I love doing. We are free to do anything we want. We make a living. Everything that I wanted for my life, I get to do. And to have got to this point, some people will say, well, you don't have 1 million subs, you failed. Well, you don't make $1 million a month, you failed. Well, you don't do this. But in my eyes, I'm like, dang, I'm pumped. I'm happy. I get to live the life we want. So even though it doesn't make sense to some people what we're doing, it makes sense to us. And in the end is when people will come back and be like, I'm so proud of you guys. I'm glad you did it. I'm glad you listened to my advice when those people never gave the advice. Just all that type of stuff. And I just want this to be a way, if we can be the punching bag, so no one else has to be the punching bag, and see, okay, people will try to tear you down, people will try to talk you out of it, people will try to call you stupid, but in the end, if you keep going for what you want, it will work out. And I want this to be an example, I guess, maybe. I want this to be I can't think of the right word. If anyone out there wants it, watch our journey, and you're going to watch it happen. And you guys know we get the most hate probably anybody on the internet, YouTube. And at the end of it, we're still going to make it work. We're going to do what we want, and it's going to come out exactly how we want. And hopefully this will show some people out there, just because in your life people are telling you not to do it or you can't do it or whatever, screw those people. If you want it bad enough, you will make it happen.
Also, it's just trust the journey. For one,
trust the process.
Yes, for yourself. When you're going through things and we hated the fact that how stressful it was. You get the animals here. Just every little thing leads you to your spot. Yeah, I guess
it was so stressful living off generators, battery banks, all that stuff. But now we have power. Yeah. It's not fully done up on the whole property, But holy cow, I would go through it again to be where we want to be. I mean, I lived 3 years without power, without running water. Yes, we had the house in town. Yes, I went to a hotel. I didn't live every day like that. But the majority of my life, I lived that long without, I guess longer, 4 years now. We've been together 3.
Well, if you moved the beginning of 2020, that's gonna be almost 5 years.
Boom. I've been doing it for a long time, and I would do it again in a heartbeat because it led us to this point. And sometimes you have to sacrifice through stuff that most people won't. And literally, if you really think about it, started 2 acres in Texas, ended up with 5 acres in Oklahoma, ended up with 15 acres at that spot, ended up with 60 acres, and all of that ended up here where it was 100% paid off land. That's a journey, and that's awesome to me.
Which our house is going to be future-proof.
Yes.
I mean,
nice.
Yes, just everything.
Comfortable.
Yes. Everything set up with everything will flow right. Just what we need and want because of the journey we've been on. So just trust your trials.
Oh, yeah. Think of how many people made fun of the Wright brothers for trying to make a flying automobile, basically. There was nothing that would fly, and people are probably thinking, oh, you guys are stupid, thinking you could fly like a bird. And now, look at it now. You're always crazy, and you have to, people will always call you crazy until it works. You have to follow that process. You have to follow your gut instinct, whether you know, okay, this isn't going to work, and we need to change it, or follow the gut instinct, this will work the whole time. I know it, even if you're failing. I mean, think of every huge business owner out there. They didn't just start a business and it took off and that was the only thing they ever did that just 100% went perfect.
Unless you're Flint.
I ain't going to start with that. I'm trying to stay positive. I ain't going to talk about him. I won't even say his name.
Just kidding.
But it just doesn't work that way. You have to go through trials and trials and trials. I mean, think of starting a YouTube channel. You start with nothing, and people think you're stupid. And people are like, what makes you think people would care about your life? Look at us now. We talk in the morning for content. We build for content. We have a camping channel for content, and we get views. And I'm pumped with all of the views. I'm pumped with every person that we get to meet at the meetups. I'm pumped with being out in town, and someone is like, hey, I watch your stuff. I'm pumped. I'm pumped when people want to buy property because we inspired them to buy property. I'm pumped when we watch another YouTube channel and they inspire us to do something. I'm pumped when we have an email from someone that went camping and went to Colorado because we said something. Like, success is only matters to that person. And honestly, I read this the other day, and it's the truth. You will never meet a successful person talking bad about someone else. Someone that is successful knows a struggle. Someone that is successful is too busy taking care of their own stuff. The only people out there talking trash and trying to bring people down are the people down here that are down. Literally, if you have successful people, maybe that wasn't the real saying. Successful people never talk down to other people that are doing it. Something like that. You guys get it. Only people that want to keep you down are the people that are down. And truly, that's all it is. And anybody that has made it in one form or another knows you have to struggle, you have to sacrifice. And I hope that we can lead by example, and we're not here just talking about it. We actually do it, and we actually go through it, and we've been through everything you can think of. And at the end, we're still going to come out on top. And at the end, whenever the house is done and we're just chilling and we're just doing daily vlogs and we're having fun with it and we're going camping and we're just doing whatever we want, deep down, we'll just be able to just like chill out and be like, we freaking made it. We made it.
We just have all this deep freeze full of meat.
Oh,
we don't have to worry about that.
So good. We just go camping.
Yeah.
We go fishing. We hang out here. We ride some dirt bikes. We hang out with friends. We do whatever we want because we're not building. We already built our house, and it's nice. We can have people come over, and we can actually invite people over to come eat our animals.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, like we can have cookouts. Say, hey, this is Lambo's child.
Oh, when it's done, when we're done with the house, we're going to throw a party, and we're going to film the whole process. We're going to throw a party and enjoy it, and you guys are going to be involved with this because y'all have literally been involved with us from the beginning to end. We wish we could invite all of y'all out here. We just can't. It's not possible. It gets weird. Yeah. But we will make it to where we will all party together. We will all enjoy it together because I know a lot of people say, well, you guys remind us of my kids, my grandkids. You remind me of how I was at your age, whatever it is. And y'all have been there and supported us through it all. And we want y'all there whenever we are like, we did it. And we did it because we have such a great support system. We believe in ourselves and we know what our limits are and what we're capable of doing. But also having a backbone and a trying to think of the word, a support system goes a long way, and that's huge thanks to you guys. And sometimes y'all just listening to us rant is huge. Just to have a safe place to come tell you guys how we feel, whether one day's good, one day's bad. There will always be people, no matter what, talking trash, but at the end of the day, they don't matter. It's Thank you for everyone who supports us. And we say it all the time. It's kind of repetitive or whatever, but that's something that I will probably always never take for granted is people that actually support and people that actually want to see you do well. And I'm hoping we can be that for other people as well. But Lucy's back. I gotta leave. No!
Lucy!
Every time she tries to give us kisses, I just start craving shrimp.
Yeah, her breath is nice.
Oh, it's disgusting.
And for people concerned about her health, with her stinky, every time we say her ears are fine. And
her ears?
Yeah, they're like
you got something.
Yeah.
Her ears?
Yeah, they said that could cause the bad breath.
I guess you can't see it, but
her little ears are good.
Her teeth are actually like super white.
Clean. Yeah.
She just dying on the inside. I don't know.
She got nasty breath.
It's rough. But she was like that from the day we got her.
Yeah.
So
and she's been to the vet and everything.
Oh yeah. So
she got nasty breath.
Yeah.
She's nasty breath girl.
Seems kind of like the way we're ending our videos lately is with a dog.
Lucy.
Look, lean forward. Don't be weird. There you go. So we will catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye. Thank you. And hopefully you guys have a great day.